Hello everyone, let's look at the prototype pattern in Rust. So prototype pattern delegates the cloning process to the actual objects that are being cloned. If you want to read a really good book about design patterns, dive into Design Patterns by Alexander Shvets. You can get rid of repeated initialization code in favor of cloning pre-built prototypes. There's a good video on YouTube and it explains that using the prototype pattern avoids repetition for objects that mostly contain the same data. We'll look at this in due course. So let's say you have a player prototype that is configured with default values, like obviously this is a game, so base health, starting equipment, skill levels, etc. When a new player joins the game, you clone prototype to create a new player instance. You don't have to keep on doing expensive initializations of new instances. And it uses clone. So yeah, let new player equal prototype player dot clone score box. If you like these videos, subscribe and all that, like everyone always says. And yeah, right, let's look at a concrete example. Okay, so prototype pattern with traits. Prototype objects can produce full copies since objects of the same class can access each other's private fields. So we're going to use clone box, which is a function we're going to create within a trait. And then let's just uncomment this. Got a player with name and health. We're going to implement the clone box because we haven't got a concrete type. We're using dynamic dispatch. So this is the key part here, box new self.clone. So we can use self.clone because we've derived it here. But we couldn't just do a clone because it's not a concrete. We don't know the concrete type. We only know that it implements prototype because we're implementing prototype here. Good, right. So down here, we actually create a player, let player equal, let's format that nicely as well. Let player or box new player, name is string from, so it's player 1, health is 100. Here we clone it using our function, which is clone underscore box. So this is the prototype pattern. And what we're doing is we're actually cloning our initial instance. Imagine if you had lots and lots of attributes here, rather than have to create another instance and fill in all those attributes where many would be the same. For instance, in a game where you had lots of NPCs, non-playing characters, you would find it much more straightforward to clone the original player. And you can access each other's private fields. So you can take a clone of player and then you could modify health. So your next player would have health of 77 or 53, whatever. Does this compile? Hope so. Yeah, so the key point here is that we're using clone. We're doing our own clone because it's not of a concrete, we're not returning a concrete type. If we were returning a concrete type, then we could just use dot clone. So box new dot clone. We implement prototype, which is this. We implement this for the player, so it allows us to clone the player. Hopefully that's given you a fairly basic intro to prototype pattern. And remember, there's Alex Shvet's book and his website as well, refactoring.guru. And yeah, happy days. Hopefully you've got some value from this. I can put this in, I'll put this in a Rust playground and I'll put the link in the description of this video. Have a play around with it. Um, you could keep on, you could clone this some more. What would do? Yeah, we'll just player 2, player 3, and so on. Isn't it? Keep going. But you'd obviously iterate over these, and you didn't do it manually. But there we go. You can keep cloning. So the prototype pattern. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you soon.